Militao has got himself his first upgrade and he's coming in at about 450 across the board. Actually cheaper on PC more than anything, which is really weird to see. Normally they are pretty ecstatic in terms of high priced players, but Militao is an 85 centre back with a 2-star, 3-star, and he's always been, or at least definitely for the past few years, one of the more OP golds. This year, I don't think he's necessarily been that sort of card. We've always had, in the past couple of years, in fact, again, Joe Gomez has always been quite nice. And I think in terms of La Liga, Koyunde, I think is how you pronounce his name, has been an absolute rock in the French Sevilla setup. Militao, though, he has definitely had a nice upgrade, and unfortunately for him, his upgrade in terms of the numbers up promo is going to be dribbling. So obviously to start with, it'll be a +5, and then we will see a 99 dribbling on him. So it is going to be an interesting one to see what he can go to and what necessarily he's going to be in the end. He's 6'1", medium work rate, right-footed with no player traits. Obviously, he is Brazilian, which is always fantastic for links regardless. It does link to the big boy that is Marquinhos and then Alisson or Edison in net. So a fantastic little workaround there. Also, if you wanted to go strong links in his own league, Lodi has got a road to the knockouts, which again is a fantastic card. Or you just link him to Ferland Mendy and job is an absolute good one. In terms of his stats then, we've got great pace on him, especially for a centre-back. 85 on the base is always brilliant. We've got 85 and 84 defending and physical, again looking absolutely solid. So already you've got your nice base. If we look at, say, an extra +2 in terms of the double upgrade, so the first one and the second one, on everything other than dribbling, we're going to get maybe, say if it's just literally +2, we're going to get 87 pace, 87 defending, and 86 physical. That is pretty incredible, as well as then having the 99 on his dribbling. So realistically then we're looking at maybe an anchor. I feel like might be the choice right now. I think a lot of people will say shadow or anchor, but as we kind of get we kind of get a bit closer to them upgrades, we may be able to look at something else. An anchor would turn him into a 91 rated centre back with 90 pace, 92 defending, and 90 physicals, which is very, very solid. Probably the best La Liga centre-back at this moment in time, which we will have a look to confirm at the overall. But I think he's coming in quite nice. His card is very balanced, a lovely centre-back. Obviously, like I say, the dynamic's pretty sick. Gotta love that white and orange balance. Very, very nice for the Real Madrid kit. And then also the Brazilian links are incredible. So we will discuss a little bit more of that in the overall side of stuff. We're going to get into some gameplay and see what Militao can do for us. Militao has just always been a fan favourite of mine. We saw a very good, I think it was the green card last year. It was, I can't remember, I think it was like a Summer Stars or something like that. It was a relatively decent card, to be honest, like 90 something rated. I think it was 96 in the end, because obviously Brazil did win, or did come second. No, they won the Copa de America, I think it was, or at least they came second, so they were pretty much all in their group. Militao watching this, just dropping back, always been a quick centre-back, and as we can see, Gelson Martins having to pass it straight away, managed to get rid of it, and he's great on the ball here. We have run into a little bit of a sticky situation that we have managed to just, I don't know, somehow get rid of. Militao's watching Pele. Conte is going to deliver the final blow. Marquinhos not really going to get it away from him. We've got Antonio coming in. Fio's going to do a lot of the footwork there. And Marquinhos is, well, not Marquinhos, Militao is what I was going for, is going to see it out comfortably with no pressure at all. And I'm interested with him in terms of what he can kind of do different with dribbling. Like, I would have expected more passing bonus, if anything. I don't know if it is necessarily I don't know if it's whose boots they use, or if that is kind of just the only thing that they went on, and it was literally because of the boot. But I think for me, Militao definitely would have been better with something like a passing increase, or at least something that's going to really kind of be affected in terms of his game style. So I'm interested to see what that dribbling boost will do for him. Marquinhos dealing with it. Militao chasing the front. Marquinhos with the back. We did just decide to give the ball away, but Marquinhos is going to hold off for so long, and then Militao is going to do well enough to make sure Donnarumma is going to get it. Solid centre-back so far. Really no problems with him, especially with Marquinhos there. I feel like that's going to be a very, very dangerous partnership. Marquinhos is just an absolute beast in this game, and obviously Militao is a proven good card. I do think there is necessarily better. I think Kimpembe is screaming out for a promo like this, but that being said, Militao is definitely no joke. Definitely no joke to be going with. Militao deals with it and still manages to keep it in. Solid work from him. I think definitely if you could... I'm trying to think of a price range that I'd probably be really happy with. I think anything below 300... if he manages to go that far, then I think I'd definitely be happy with him. I think 350 and above may be a stretch. Just for a centre-back at this point. It's great defending, though. He's absolutely solid. It is depending on who else you've got in the defence, really. If you've got a really poor defence, I think you could upgrade your defence for a lot cheaper. If you're necessarily just looking for upgrades, and maybe that's the great link that you could have Ferland Mendy, Militao, Marquinhos, and then Hakimi, then that is the option you could go for, potentially. Oh, Militao has been left in the dust by Pele. It's a great save from Donnarumma, but that's where you've got to be watching. Just a simple through ball over the top. Even the fastest of centre-backs will necessarily struggle every now and then. Militao, lovely, and keep it. Beautiful. Keeps it away from that corner, gives them just a throw-in, and to be honest, gives them the half-time. The one thing with Militao as well, I think you're going to really find that he's got a nice little dribbling. To be honest, a little bit more agile than Rice, to be fair to him. But that going to 99, that's a poor pass. Going to 99 will be a very, very nice thing for him. I think it's going to just enable him to be a little bit more comfortable on the ball, which will be absolutely fantastic regardless of the stage of the game. Good block from Militao, went for the cheeky slide, but got it totally wrong in terms of timing, but he still manages to get the ball back. Little ball into Conte, and we are away. Theo, Marquinhos to Militao, get the pass across. The one thing as well with, he's got great reactions in terms of being able to just change everything to make that tackle and then make that touch, in fact, is beautiful from him. Militao, seeing off Pele, lovely little double ball roll, and we are away. Solid, absolutely solid centre-back. So going into the overall for Militao then, he's coming in at about 440 to 450. We did see a 420 just as we were trying to list mine up. So we've lost a few K off him. I think it's pretty natural with this at the moment. Obviously, they have just added 50K packs, which has definitely sunk a bit of coin value there, so hopefully we can get rid of him before he goes down even more. But in terms of Militao, he was absolutely solid. We expected it from him. His base stats are incredible, and literally since FIFA 19 when he first started, really kind of tearing it up. We then obviously got a flashback, and then what was this? This was it's not going to tell me, is it? I can't remember what these were called. An FOF, a Path to Glory. Of course they were. Once he got that, then obviously that was the card that you wanted. But definitely, he's definitely hit some form in this one. Obviously, this can go up now to 99 dribbling, as well as then a +2 on everything in terms of the second upgrade. So they have the first one, and then they have another. So it will be interesting to see where he does end up. And I think definitely he's coming in now, probably the best centre-back in La Liga. You've got Alaba, who I just don't think will shine a light on him. Umtiti, again's not going to. It's kind of him and Kounde now. I think if Kounde does manage to get a big card like this, maybe an 87 and 86, then you're looking at a very, very nice partnership. In terms of Brazilian centre-backs, obviously you do have the Carlos Alberto, but the main one you're going to be looking at is got to be Marquinhos. The pairing between the two are absolutely fantastic. I personally have the 88 in my team, so you've got a lovely, lovely partnership. Both 80 plus pace on their base, plus then add in an anchor or a shadow on either of them. Obviously, if you whacked a shadow on him, you do get 95 pace, 93 defending, but I do think the anchor was definitely the one to go for, with the 90 pace, 92 defending, and 90 physical. Turn him into a 91 rated on the dot. That is incredible to know that you are going to get a huge upgrade into his dribbling, which is always perfect. So I think this card genuinely could be a very endgame centre-back once we do get them. The only problem is I cannot remember for the life of me when we are actually getting these upgrades, because if it is April, if we start going to March, April, or end of March, April, maybe even June, it's just too late. We need it a little bit sooner than that. I think, like I suggested in one of the videos, we need to have one in December, one in January. It's not that far away, it's 2 months, but at least then we are still getting them quite early on, because as soon as we get close to team of the season, then it doesn't matter. We just wait for team of the season. Pretty much most defenders will have 85 pace on the base anyway, especially some of the top ones. So for me, it definitely needs to come very, very soon. Whether it does is the next question. But for me, Militao was absolutely fantastic. A 10 out of 10 centre-back for me. I really couldn't give him many faults. I think maybe his agility balance could be better, but I think that's general animations more than the agility balance, because I've played with centre-backs with 60-60 and they've played absolutely fantastic. But I think for me, Militao, solid, great tackler, good header, and a great passer as well. So for me, top marks, absolute top marks. Like I said in the video, I think if he can drop down below 300, I think that's a huge buy. Whether he does get to that stage, I don't think he does. I think he'll probably go 400 at best, maybe just a little bit under. So if you do enjoy this video, let me know down below and let me know what you think. Peace.